Welcome back guys, thank you very much for joining me. Today we've got something a little bit different, not too different, but it's a review on the Maglite 3D torch. This is going to go nicely with my tools. I'm mainly going to use it for walking the dog or going out in the garden at night. Now the reason I went for this torch, it is a little bit expensive. You have to shop around. The cheapest I found it was £31 off Amazon. I'll provide the link below. There isn't many left in stock and I got it next day, so it was actually £35, but it's still the cheapest 3D torch I could find. Most 2Ds are 37 quid. So make sure you check it out if you're interested in getting one. Now the reason I got this is because of all the reviews I've read, long lasting, it comes with a 10-year guarantee. Now not many torch manufacturers that I know can provide you with a 10-year guarantee, so that reassures me. Plus when other services, emergency services, military, police, forces, they're all using the Maglite, again that tells me something. So we'll do what we normally do guys, we'll go into unboxing the item, go into some specifications, have a closer look at some specs, go into a test, and then some final thoughts at the end. So let's crack it open and have a look, shall we? Here she is. Ignore the circular saw, that's obviously not involved, I'm just too lazy to put it away. So there's your Maglite, that's what we get in the box. There's the box itself. I don't think it's too bad for 31 quid to be honest. So let's pop it open. The instructions, don't need those. So there's your Maglite, and you also get a spare bulb in the base, which I think is pretty good, which is in there. So always remember to take that out. And as you can see, a nice aluminium case. It's great for security purposes, if you know what I mean. There's your spare ball, that's pretty good. But we'll keep that wrapped up, keep it nice and safe. As I said, this takes 3D batteries. Obviously it's a 3D torch, and I managed to find some in my toolbox. Just laying around waiting for me to use them. Oh, we're already on I think. Oh yes. Oh yes. We'll go ahead and take a closer look at the torch itself. As you can see along the front here, it's got a diamond knurl design, which basically means it's easier to grip. That's all it is, especially when it's wet, slippery, drizzling, raining, that sort of thing. You've got a waterproof button up here, and you have two rubber O-rings in the top and bottom replacement seals, with being water resistant of course. On the side, as you can probably see there, you've got an individual serial number. Again, this helps with warranty purposes. And in the bottom, if we take a look at the seal itself, in the bottom there, as you can see, you've got a rubber O-ring. You've got exactly the same in the bulb side as well. It does say in the manufacturer's instructions that you should apply petroleum jelly around these screw-on fittings to help with removal later on. And of course, keep an eye on these O-rings and replace and service as necessary. A very quick run over the specification. It's high intensity half-turn cam action twist focus from spot to flood. It comes with a spare lamp safely secured in the tail cap as we've seen. 3 position on, off and of course signal. The body itself inside and out is improved for corrosion resistance. Individually serial numbered as we've seen. Rugged machined aluminium case. O-ring sealed for water resistance as we've gone through, and the part number is S3DO15. The product dimensions are 6x6 by 31 centimeters long. Of course it takes 3D batteries. This one is of course in black. There are different colours to choose from military camo, black, red, blue and many more. And of course there are LED upgrades, which is what I intend to do. Batteries are not included, and the product weight is 99.8 grams. Right guys, I'm just out walking the dog and he's over there somewhere. I can hear him rustling about. That post there is about 25-30 metres away. I think that's about 98 feet, okay? On spot, that's still very, very clear, as you can see. Very, very clear. I don't think the camera is doing it much justice, if I'm being honest with you. So I'm going to find a better example if I can. That's about 10 to 15 feet away, and that is blinding me. So if we switch to flood, that has really opened up my view. As you can see, fly tippers here, look, evidence. That's not very good at all. You see, you get a spot there, that really puts me off, but I understand why it's there, but it's not very good for me. So I'm pretty impressed with it. I mean, this is absolutely pitch black out here. I don't really think the camera's doing it much justice. Now we've got another post there, that's probably about the same, 25-30 feet, that's bang on, and I can see all the way down the road, which I don't think you can on the camera. Well, it doesn't look like you can. Now bearing in mind this is a standard torch, I think it's doing a decent job. I am a little bit disappointed with the performance, if I'm being perfectly honest. But on the other hand, that reflects the price. Could do with seeing a little bit further if I'm being niggly. I am, however, going to buy a different insert, an LED insert, which is apparently a 300 lumen. So that should really increase my viewing distance. I hope so anyway. Back to the studio. Ooh-wee. Now, what do I think after my little test and little walk? Do I think it's worth the money? Would I recommend getting one? You know what? Yeah, for 31 quid, I think it's okay. It gives you that feeling of security. It's a great torch. Do I think it's worth getting the more expensive versions? Because the more expensive versions have different features, strobe and stuff like that, different lighting features. It depends what you're going to use it for. If you're going to use it for just every day-to-day home security, dog walking, a light in the garden, no, this is good enough. This is perfectly fine. It does the job. What more can you ask from it, really? If you're going to use it every day for work, depending on what you do, where or what environment or what situation you're going to use it in, you have to determine yourself if it's going to be worth the money, because as I said before, they vary in price. I'm happy. My light's just gone off. I'm more than happy with the version I've got. It's good enough for me. I apologise about the lights, but it's okay because we've got another one. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video.